Prophet Muhammad has been studied extensively, but there are still aspects that remain subject to interpretation, debate, or even mystery. Here are 10 questions that are often discussed or debated within scholarly and theological circles, with various interpretations or unresolved aspects. 1. The Night Journey, Isra and Miraj. Question: was the night journey of Prophet Muhammad to Jerusalem and his ascension to the heavens, Miraj, a physical journey or a spiritual one? Discussion: scholars debate whether this journey was literal or a visionary experience. The Quranic verses and hadiths offer descriptions, but interpretations vary widely. 2. The compilation of the Quran. Question: how exactly was the Quran compiled after the death of Prophet Muhammad? Discussion: there is a historical debate over the process of compiling the Quranic text into a single book form, including the role played by the caliphs, companions, and scribes in organizing the text. 3. The treatment of the Jewish tribes in Medina. Question: what were the exact circumstances that led to the conflict between Prophet Muhammad and the Jewish tribes of Medina? Discussion: there are different historical accounts regarding the expulsion or punishment of Jewish tribes like Banu Qaynuqa, Banu Nadir, and Banu Qurayza. The motivations and details of these events are still a topic of scholarly analysis. 4. Marriage to Isha. Question: at what age did Isha marry Prophet Muhammad, and what does it signify in the historical context? Discussion: the commonly accepted narrative states that Isha was very young when she married the Prophet, but historians and scholars debate the accuracy of her age, considering cultural norms of the time. The concept of abrogation, naskh, in Quranic verses. Question: which Quranic verses were abrogated, replaced by later revelations, and why? Discussion: there is an ongoing debate about which specific verses were abrogated by later ones, and how this principle impacts the interpretation of Islamic law and teachings. 6. The Prophet's seal of prophethood. Question: what was the nature of the seal on Prophet Muhammad's body, as mentioned in Islamic tradition? Discussion: Islamic sources describe a mark or seal on the Prophet's back, symbolizing his status as the last prophet. The exact nature of this mark is debated, with differing descriptions in hadith literature. 7. Prophet Muhammad's political leadership. Question: how did Prophet Muhammad balance his roles as a religious leader and a political leader? Discussion: the dual role of Prophet Muhammad as both a spiritual guide and a statesman is complex. Scholars discuss how he navigated the intersection of religious and political power in the rapidly growing Muslim community. 8. Revelation process and prophetic experiences. Question: what was the nature of Prophet Muhammad's experiences during the revelation of the Quran? Discussion: descriptions in Islamic texts vary on how revelations were received. Sometimes they were intense physical experiences, while at other times they were described as serene. Understanding this process remains a topic of spiritual and psychological analysis. The life of 9. The event of the satanic verses. Question: did Prophet Muhammad ever receive and later retract verses that were inspired by Satan, the so-called satanic verses? Discussion: the incident of the satanic verses, where the Prophet allegedly spoke words attributed to Satan, is a controversial and disputed topic. Some Islamic scholars deny its occurrence, while others acknowledge it as part of the historical narrative. 10. Succession and the question of caliphate. Question: did Prophet Muhammad explicitly designate a successor, or was the choice left to his followers? Discussion: the question of who should lead the Muslim community after the Prophet's death is the root of the Sunni-Shia divide. The debate focuses on whether the Prophet named Ali as his successor, or whether the leadership was to be chosen through consensus. These questions highlight areas where historical evidence, religious texts, and interpretations create ongoing discussions among scholars, believers, and historians. The debates around these topics often reflect broader issues of faith, tradition, and historical understanding.